I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jesse.
We're Cannabis School. Having cannabis-infused conversations
with everyday people,
cannabis companies,
celebrities,
and your mom.
Welcome to the Sesh. Yeah, Storm. Like, you learned the lesson on that one of, like, 1, you can't work with friends all the time. 2, easy money isn't easy money, right?
We were like, oh, this is so easy. Everyone's going to do it. It'll just happen.
Yeah.
Everyone needs this.
And you don't always listen to advice because you typically want to be the one who knows when you're younger and you're trying things. And it's only when you're older that you realize going, I probably should fucking try and get other people to help me with this shit because I can't do it on my own. And I think that I can. When I was younger, like when I tried my crisp copywriting, like that was a thing that I had to experience. I mean, was it all for naught? No, I made like 40 grand. But at the same time, I learned a lot. I'm not the most creative one. I thought I had to be. Because I thought I had to be.
I think it's the oftentimes what happens, and I think what makes ideas really successful is the people with the idea aren't always the creators. They're not the builders, the designers, the everything else. They're just the one with the idea. And then they find everyone else who's like, well, here's how we actually make that work. And here's what we need for the infrastructure. And here's what we need for this. And it's like, we don't have to do all these things that we think we have to, but we feel like, oh, no, I got to do it. It's mine. It's my dream, my job, whatever. Like, I have to. But then when we actually do the delegating of responsibilities, going, all right, well, you're the best here, and you're the best here, and you're the best here, and let's do this instead of me trying to do it all, because then it doesn't go anywhere.
And it goes the same with the job too. Like, you know, when we try to do everything, we end up doing nothing. I think of Casey, where he's trying to do everything, and there's no way, because his attention can't go on that. It would kill him. It would rob him of the creativity. And so with you working with him is huge, because now it's like, oh, I'm really good at order and context and continuity, and you're just like, I can do this. This is what I see in this room, and this is the wood I'll use, and here's the angles I take. And you're like, yeah, I could see how you could do that. But real quick, what are we going to do like 3 jobs after this?
Yeah, how are we going to do this? And what about this? And yeah, he's way behind on everything. Like, he was supposed to have a meeting with homeowners that we've been doing the day before the day he left, or the day before he left, and he didn't end up even like going through any of his stuff until like 10 o'clock the night before, and he stayed up till 1 trying to get it all ready so that the very next day he could sit down with them and go through it. I'm like, fuck, man, I would have had that forever ago. Like, and he's like, I had to take care of this and this and this. I'm like, all right, after his trip, that's when I talked to him, go, all right, so what do I take off your plate so that, you know?
Instead of that, man, I would give a suggestion on that one, because you guys have that relationship. So you already know his pain. I would just go to him confidently saying, here's what I'm going to take off your plate. I'm going to take these things off of your plate because I see that this is stopping over there. And then do a little bit of the back of napkin math right now based on what you already know. And if you are able to simplify a lot of these processes where you can allow him to focus on the creativity and the completion of the work that he's scheduled to do out, you could do more with you. Yeah. And he will have more time, because I know you would see the entire year and you would say, okay, we're going to give him these times for breaks, and I'm going to get a break.
He's terrible at managing even like his subcontractors.
Oh, I guarantee it.
While we were there, it was like, oh, the homeowners were like, oh, is this happening today? He's like, I don't know. I think so. It's supposed to happen, but I haven't heard back. And I'm all thinking, bro, that's when you know this is what I'm doing. You either talk to them yesterday, you talk to them in the morning. Like, you have these things ahead of time.
Well, plus you've
so
got
that way it's actually happening.
And you're like, here's what the email needs to say. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah. Copy, paste, done.
He doesn't, in construction, a lot of it's call them. And it's like, okay, Friday, the very last day, was, hey, is this cabinet guy going to come? Is this cabinet guy going to come? They told us he was going to come. Is he going to be here? I don't know. And Casey, instead of picking up his phone, just calling, It's like, well, I texted. I haven't heard anything back.
Ugh.
I texted the owner, but, when it always comes from me, I just feel like it sounds really, and I'm like, so he's like, so maybe you guys reach out and see. And I'm all thinking, that's not the homeowner's job. We should, like, it's not that hard to have the conversation with them.
But that's the cool part, is that your perception of the situation, you already see those gaps, and you're already, like, I guarantee, just knowing you've already planned out how you're going to take over those things.
Yeah, because it's usually, it was the same with fucking
everywhere.
Short little hobbit black man. It was like, okay, cool, well, I could do all this shit. And it was like, yeah, he doesn't want any of that. He just wants to talk, and he's an asshole who belittles his subcontractors, his employees, his clients. Like, yeah, he doesn't seem honest.
No, he's a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's the thing. Like, Casey just wants to create.
Yeah.
He just wants to create, and he's fucking great at it.
Yep.
And you being there will allow, and that's the thing, saying, if you're, I'm going to take these things off of your plate. So have that plan, just saying, I'm going to take all of these things off of your plate. Here's what we're going to do with that one. I'm going to be on the job site, and you pick how many days you need to be on the job site. Not necessarily to make sure that he has an extra hand, because you've told me there's been times where you're not even doing anything. Because
or he's having me do stuff. Like, it's
like busy work.
Yeah, he left me one day. He was gone the entire day, which is fine. I have no problem working on my own. But it was the list of things he gave me to accomplish.
It was a bunch of random shit.
It was like 4 things. Hey, get these done. And you might not have time to get all of these done in the day. I left an hour early after fucking around and smoking out back for another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I had fucking tons of time, and I accomplished it all and more. And I'm like, his work schedule and how he does things, I'm like, man, I could get so much more accomplished.
Dude, you could actually... So, I mean, this is my mind thinking of it. Like, the process of account management completely changes, where you're just like, hey, I'm going to send them emails. I'm going to send them images. I'm going to do, like, while he's at the site, I need you to take pictures of these things, and I want to send them to the client because they had asked about this. And where you're saying exactly the right thing, where it's not the client's responsibility to track you down and to ask these questions. They should have this already, knowing that. And it'd be great for them to overestimate and then over-deliver.
Yeah.
And then when you over-deliver, going, we said the cabinets were going to come in on Thursday. Jokes, it's here on Monday. Should be ready to look at by Tuesday.
But every time they'd ask him a question,
I don't know.
He was like, oh, man, I was supposed to do this, but I haven't checked. Dude, that would have been my first thing that day of like, okay, this is what's supposed to happen. All right, when is this happening? Like, he just is... He's a CEO. So confused.
He's so focused on the future. There's a cool movie called Margin Call. I think you would like it. It's about finance. It's about 2008. But it's a fictitious one where it's this...
Margin Call?
Margin Call.
Okay.
It's massive cast. Huge cast. And what it's about is they're stock traders by some fictitious company. And this one morning, all these people start showing up with all of these, like, big fucking boxes. They're empty. And they're doing mass layoffs.
Yep. Just getting rid of everyone.
And there's a guy they come to, and they're like, hey, you need to come with me. He goes, well, I'm in the middle of something. They go, that's okay. Just leave that and come with me. They let him go. He is like the head of risk.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's not
While he's leaving, he grabs one of those underlings, gives him a disc, and says, hey, I was working on something. I don't know if I've completed it, but look at it, see if you can fix it, but be careful. And he's like, what the fuck? He starts looking into it and finds out that the collapse is coming. They don't ever talk about it, but they know what's going to happen. And they're like, fuck. And all of them start going, fuck, what do we do? Oh, and it was this one guy, he got it, and he's just like, I'm going to look at this shit. It just so happens that he was a rocket scientist, but wasn't making enough money there, so he started working in trades.
That's crazy.
So he's working there, and he puts the formula together. By the middle of the night, this is the end of the workday. By the middle of the night, the president of the company shows up at that office, and they're interviewing everybody. Goes, does anybody else know about this? And they're like, no. And he's like, we got to bury it.
Damn.
And Kevin Spacey's in it. He's such a good actor. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. He's like, that would be impossible. And they're like, we have to get rid of it. Then we have to get rid of all of it. We have to liquidate everything.
How in the world would you do that with a trade company? Like, that's...
So they sold their stock cheap as a fire sale. By the end of the day, they had to get rid of everything. By the end of the day, people were saying, we know what's going on. But the people at the first of the day, and they hit their quotas. And then they fired them.
Jeez.
The guy who figured everything out, everybody's trying to get a hold of him. And then they finally get a hold of him. And he's like, fuck them. I'm not going back there. He's like, yeah, fuck them. And they're like, well, they're going to fight you on your pension. They're going to fight you on your medical. They're going to fight you on your severance. Just go in there. They're going to pay you. So the only thing he's paid for is just to show up in the office and not talk to anybody about it.
That's crazy.
He makes $147,000
A year?
an hour.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, not 147,000.
$147,000 an hour to sit in there.
What the fuck?
He's like, so I'm going to sit in here.
I mean, yeah.
But the fucked up thing was the CEO was the one that was like, well, this is how we do it. And everybody in the company's like super fucking smart. And he goes, he's talking to the analyst who's super, super fucking intelligent. And he goes, explain it to me as if you were explaining it to a child. No, explain it to me as you are explaining it to a child. I'm not as smart as you. The reason why I'm in my seat is I can do something that you can't do. But the reason why I can't do what you do is because I make the money I do. Because I find you and you do it. Because you're the best at it. So tell me, in the most simplistic form, where are we? And they tell him and he's like, all right, well, we got to sell it. Everybody's like, that's fucked up. You're going to fuck people over. And he's like, it's for the company. Have to do it. Sorry.
Business is business.
And it's fucking, it is so, like I can tell you the whole movie because I've seen so many clips of it. And I was like, what the fuck is this movie? And it's called Margin Call. And it is the most.
Oh, so you haven't even seen the whole movie?
Oh, I saw it all. It was great.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you just watched clips.
Go on Amazon and look it up, Margin Call. And you can get 7 days free of Howdy, which is another streaming service for free. And I was like, but it's like $2.99 a month. And I'm like,
yeah. Like, sure.
I might just keep it because it's actually got decent shows. I watched Troy.
I don't know what that is.
Troy? It's a Greek epic.
Okay, I kind of wondered.
It's the dumbest premise to an idea. I mean, it's an old story.
The Battle of Troy?
Yeah, where they thought it was myth, but then they actually found Troy. And they found remnants of the war.
But isn't that the Trojan horse and all of that? Like, that's been a huge...
There was a myth for a long time. They thought it was a myth, and then they found the actual city destroyed from that. All over a woman.
Yep.
It was the
Makes
Spartans.
sense.
The Spartans they went after Troy because Helen of Troy was fucking around.
Pussy makes people do crazy
No,
things.
not Helen. Helen of Sparta. She was fucking around with the young prince of Troy. And apparently he just goes around fucking everybody else's wives. And his brother, his big brother, is always like, he knows what's going on. Because he's making eyes at the wife. And the wife's like, stop, you're making my naughty parts tingle. And so then he shows up in her room and he goes, so we going to do this? And she's like, get out of here, I don't want to do it anymore. And he goes, that's what you said to me the night before and the night before that. And then all of a sudden he's like, let's leave. We'll be together. We'll love each other.
Yeah.
So he hides her on a fucking boat. And then he goes upstairs on top of the boat and everybody's sailing away. And his brother's over there, curly hair and all, stand there going, man, I'm fucking awesome. And then his brother comes up and goes, hey, I got to tell you something, bro. Come here. I want to show you something. Like that one meme of the kid. Come
Fresh
here.
off the boat.
You want to see a surprise? Yeah, I like surprises. I got to send you a meme of this kid because you'll laugh. Goes down and goes, she takes off this cloak and he's like, what the fuck did you turn the boat around? We got to take her back. We're all going to die. And he's just like, no, don't be like that. Don't be like that. He's like, I love her. And he goes, you don't realize what you've done.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of like how Max is. Like it's played by Orlando Bloom. And he's just all about, he's like, he's super young too. He's like, but I love her. And he goes, whatever. And then the dad, he's like, Eric Bana plays the brother Hector, and he's got sense, and he's a fucking warrior. And he's like, look, we got to send the bitch back. Clearly we're going to fuck up. We're going to lose people, but we got to send her back. And then the king's like, oh, let me talk to my son, Paris. And Paris comes in, played by Orlando Bloom, and he's like, but I love her, father. And he goes, I've never fought a war over love. This will be the first. They're like, oh, my God. And it just turns into this giant clusterfuck. And everybody keeps trying to, like, she tries to go back. She's like, I'll do it. And he's like, damage is done. He doesn't care about you. Sparta wants us. They want to conquer us. And it was just absolute chaos. But then there's Achilles. And he's like the coolest dude there. He's got long hair. He has blue eyes. It's Brad Pitt. And the funniest thing is, dude, you got to watch this movie, man, because it's so fucking hilarious. Because it was this, the director was like, now, Brad, when you come out of this hallway, I want you to look menacing. So he goes, okay. He comes out and he goes, no, not menacing enough. And they get to like take 32, and this is literally his face. And it was so fucking funny. And I'm like, they were like, fuck it, take it.
How is that the winning take?
Oh, dude, it was so funny. But back in the day, that movie was fucking dumb. This time, I actually liked it.
What made it better?
Perspective.
You were high this time?
Not just high, but I was just...
floating as a consciousness?
No, I just wanted to accept the story as it was.
Okay.
You know, it's...
not to find fault, but just to enjoy the creation.
Child wonderment is one of the coolest parts about being human. And, you know, when you read a book, you create a world in your mind.
100%.
Right?
The characters, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the part that we have to hold on to, is the wonder. And we become so cynical with what we observe that we go, no, not possible. You know, it's like people going, not possible. They'll never be able to open doors without touching the handle. We do it every day at Walmart.
Right.
Look at that, Star Trek. Fruit, but, you know, we got cell phones. That'll never happen. So whenever anybody says, like, it'll never happen, as far as where humanity can go on an evolutional or a technological level, because I believe, like, truly, if we hit, I think we're still fucking pretty much cavemen when it comes to technology, because
it feels like it.
Well, because it's money. It's just this fucking money, dude.
Well, because you know that computers and things like that, they have things that exist that are way faster than what we have consumer style right now. However, it doesn't make a lot of money if you just jump up to 100x of what the previous one was and go, cool, it's the same price. They're like, well, no. Well, why do that if you can benchmark it out over 10 years and just slightly marginally increase the product?
And that's the thing. It's slightly increased the product. This doesn't need to be a brand new iteration of something. It can improve, right? It's like the video game world. I miss the days when you bought a game and it was complete.
Yeah, and you didn't have to get all this extra DLC.
Fucking updates.
All this stupid shit.
Just updates. Like,
yeah, that continuously too.
Dude, my kid plays this free-to-play game. It's like an anime game.
Oh, Addie plays it, I bet.
Not Genshin.
Oh, okay.
It's a different one. It's pretty cool. I think Addie would really like this one if she's not...
Genshin is huge, though.
Oh, yeah. No, this one is... It's kind of got this, like... you had to play this game called Nirata. But it's got the similar combat, but it's an open world. It's free to play. You can grind and do really well, or you can pay to win.
Yeah.
But, dude, the update for this game... This is a free fucking game. 84 gig.
Jesus Christ.
For a free... That's not a free game. That's a whole game gone.
Yeah, that's massive.
So I'm just like...
That's nuts.
And it's free. And so my son's like, well, it's an update. I need it. And I'm like, no. I have to get rid of somebody else's game.
Yeah, you're like, you don't need it. You just want it.
So it's that... Yeah. Yeah, no. But anyways, like... I kind of forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, but it is this. It's constant need to have things. And I thought about this a lot when I was camping for the 4th. It's where I had a lot of breakthroughs for myself. Like, dude, I had a great time. Like I told you, it was great. Yeah. I didn't lose my shit other than getting mad at my 19-year-old because he's 19.
Best camping trip you've had?
Ever.
Oh, hell yeah.
I slept. The last night, I slept great. I slept like a full 8 hours. And it wasn't like I was so tired.
What happened the first night?
We were at an angle.
Hotter? Oh, yeah, no.
We were like,
So you had to adjust it.
Yeah,
into the next
we just
night.
flipped it around.
Yeah.
And, but I started looking at, like, how can I improve this situation? Because I hate it. And I know that my family is dreading me. And so I thought about it before we left. And I'm like, I have the power to change my environment through how I engage with others. So if I'm going to engage in a not overly positive, but just being okay, they'll soon be okay with it. And if, like, I used to get frustrated with my wife, I've worked so hard on to get rid of a lot of things that caused me to be a very violent and frustrated person. And I did that to myself. But with my
Life does.
yeah, right. And my wife, she will always, like, apologize, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And because she's used to acting out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's okay, because I had to let go of that it's not that she doesn't believe in me, it's that she's already used to something. So I have modified her behaviors to fit me when I act a certain way through my actions. So I know if I change it. So I just did that, dude. And I told you, I replaced 2 car batteries. One of them was in a Yukon.
Yeah,
Not fun. That fucking sucked. Those things are heavy as shit. Probably like 60
battery.
pounds.
Yeah. It's like boat batteries. They're the big ones.
Motherfucker, I've replaced one of those. That sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing, too. It's just like, I didn't care about those. The little things were there. And I broke some of my own rules. I thought I was going to do these things. Like, I didn't bring shrooms. I totally forgot.
Oh.
And I really...
You still had your best one ever. So that...
It was good. It was really good because I was on Eddie's half the day. I brought 2 pre-rolls. Should have brought more.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many pre-rolls to bring for my trip that I'm doing.
I would go on a lot.
Yeah, but the problem is I actually have to be stopped at a place to chill and do that. And I don't want to do that. 2 of them are national parks, so I can't do that in there. And then I don't want to stop a ton. So that's been my struggle.
Then do 6.
For camping, yeah, when I stop.
Yeah, yeah. Just 2. I mean, Sublime, right? 2 joints.
Before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. So 6.
Yeah,
yep.
So 6. I would do that for sure, because then you have enough for when you stop and you can enjoy it. I just really, really, really like joints. I
do too.
I smoke them every day now. And I try to not do too many. I try not. I mean,
how many is too many?
Well, let's just say this. I have a little porch in the back door of my garage, right?
Yeah.
And that's my smoking spot. And I just swept up a pile of roaches.
I love that.
So I'm like, and I just cleaned that up, I think, like a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, I'm probably doing like, I try to be only 2, but I typically do about 3, sometimes 4.
Yeah. Man, that sounds pleasant. But you're also rolling smaller ones, right?
Yes.
Like probably.
I've been getting a lot better. So what I learned in our last sesh on my
We're
porch,
old and yeah. Okay.
You tuck the bottom
first
at a slight angle, and it changed the way I roll.
Oh.
I was trying to match it
to get it perfectly straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the reason why I saw the guy on Raw, and he did it, but that motherfucker's been rolling forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
It's kind of like a Marine who can take apart an M16 and put it back together blindfolded.
Yep. I watched his, and I was like, after Bijan came on our show, and I'm like, man, I don't know how to roll. I had to go watch that, and it was the Raw founder who was putting up the videos, and again, like you said, he's rolled a million fucking joints. So, like at that point, I know mine are nowhere near as nice as his, but I'm still trying to get it straight.
I've been getting really good at it. And the reason, what I'll do is when I roll, I'll get it there and I'll go like this, right, to get it there. And then I start to roll down with the filter right here. And I get to a certain point. It just has a little bit of there. And then when I saw you do it, I was like, oh, I'm changing everything. So then my filter sits at a slight angle. And I cup it and it just... And then from there, I shift from here, holding it like this, to here. And then here. And then I start smoothing it out. And then I roll it until I just have about just a C here. And just...
Lick it and stick it.
And, dude, and then I like what you said. You're like, it's not a soft pack. It's a little bit more firm. So I'll tap it for a little bit. And then I have this little... one of the dab tools I have, and I just
Yeah.
pack it down,
Yeah.
and I fill around the sides, and I'm like, okay, that'll burn slower.
Yeah.
Because if it's too lightly packed, it burns super fucking fast.
That's what I feel like. And so I'd rather
And I
pack
get
it
tons
down
of
some.
resin too.
Yeah.
The tighter I pack it, the less resin I get.
Also, if you hold it upside down,
Yep.
then your resin will stay at the bottom.
Yeah.
But also, I was thinking that also burns the resin sooner, meaning you're going to get higher than waiting till the
Yes.
very end of your joint.
Oh, you can tell too because the bottom's like real greasy. And so you're just like, dude. Because I've noted when I would hold like this, like I changed my roach clip to
Oh, yeah.
a hairpin.
Oh, just a bobby pin, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It's the best
That's
because
funny.
it goes to any shape.
Yep. Right? I still have thought, I have those old tiny microphone clips that we had used in the car, the little metal ones.
Oh, yeah.
That would be like it's like a foot long roach clip, but like
Yeah,
just that, put the joint in there.
Dude, I just don't like the stink on my fingers, you know?
It lingers so much.
Oh, man. Like you've been fingering a cigarette. You know? It's just like...
It really does.
Yeah, dude.
It's the worst part.
It's really bad.
I always, half the time after I smoke a joint, I'll go inside and I'll wash my beard and I have to wash my hands really good, like crazy good.
Oh, dude. I always forget because I come in, it's usually like last night when we raced, I came in and I was just so chill. I did well last night. I haven't done well in a while.
Last night was a great racing night.
Yeah,
it
dude.
was solid.
I was thinking, I'm like, I've got to get better at dirt. I'm going to do one more. So I started looking at other cars. And I found one. It's Peugeot.
Yeah.
But it's a newer one. It's a rally car. And it's got the craziest design. It's got this huge scoop.
Oh, yeah. Up front.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Did you buy it?
oh, yeah, I bought it. And I did the Sardinia track, the dirt track. And
How was that? Sardinia dirt.
top time 127 lap.
Honestly, no.
Super fast
what?
compared to mine is normally like a 135 to 140. And then I was like, I just was doing a track, just practicing,
Yeah.
and I was getting pretty good, but it was awesome because you really stay on the track. You spend you spend like $500,000 on it, and it's
That's
worth
not
it.
bad. Yeah.
So all these guys start joining my room, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So I start racing again, and then we started up. And this guy in a Mustang rally, fucking
Just destroys.
117.
Holy shit.
I bought that car as soon as I got out.
Yeah, no kidding.
I like both of them. The Peugeot, you'll like that way better than the Lancer. You can control it
Whoa.
way more. And
Because I already control the Lancer.
oh,
Amazing.
dude, this one's way faster. And because of that scoop, it keeps you level.
All right.
So you remember that?
Yeah, you sold me. I'll try him out.
You remember that part of Sardinia where you're getting to the end and you hit that unseen bump and
Oh,
you
yeah.
go flying?
Uh-huh.
So if you slow down with the Peugeot, it goes boom because of that big old fucking wind sail
damn.
you got there. If you gun it, dude, I didn't once hit the sides with that car, but I got the Mustang. And then I was thinking, like, we're always changing our livelies, our paint.
Oh, okay.
So what I did is you go and add create. It has like load. So you go load a lively, and then you go to the search, and then you just go search all, and it pulls up all these livelies that people have created for them. Dude, my Mustang is hilarious. It is the American flag with this eagle screaming next to it. And I'm like, it is ridiculously ugly. And I was like, this is awesome. And
Sounds hideous.
and it is. Like, I can't wait to race that online. And somebody's
Oh my
going to be
God.
like, what the fuck is this thing?
Dude,
It
I'm
is.
excited to see it.
It's awesome. But, dude, I went in there and I started changing like a lot of my cars. And they look different.
Oh, yeah.
The RCF, that race that we did,
Yeah.
that
The Nürburgring?
no, Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo Expressway. Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome. That was so intense. Like, you didn't, if you timed it right, you never had to pull out a sixth. You go down to fifth, down to two in the turn,
Yeah.
and not gas it, just let it go. But man, it was awesome. It was awesome. That was like one of the, like
Oh,
even that
shit.
guy said. he was like,
Speaking of, you didn't bring a USB, did you? With our race?
oh shit. No, I'll have to bring it to you. Damn it. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay. Fuck.
What are you doing tomorrow? I have to figure out what my day is looking like.
You going another ride?
With Alec. Alec has a scooter, so we're gonna
He
do.
used to have a bike, didn't he?
Yeah, years ago. And then
I remember all the boys would go out. You guys all had road
Yeah.
bikes, except Curtis had a bullet bike.
yeah, Curtis sold his before, a long time ago. Thomas had a bike for a long time, but when I sold mine, Thomas sold his before that. I think when they were trying to get pregnant or something, they sold it because he hadn't ridden it in forever and it was just sitting there. Alex sold his after I sold mine because he was like, well, if you're not going to ride, I'll just get one eventually if you get a new bike.
Yeah.
So, but he's not in a rush to because he's got a scooter and he can putt around, and we haven't done any rides yet. So tomorrow will be our first one, but I'm also trying to, I thought the cabinet guy, Casey thought was going to mount on all of the panels because everything in this home is panel ready. Their fridge, their dishwasher, like all of that shit. Then it turns out when the cabinet guy actually showed up, he didn't want to put on any panels, so he's not doing panels. Yeah. So Casey's out of town all week and was like, hey, do you have a day that you could go out and set the panels on the fridge? Maybe the dishwasher? And I was like, yeah, I could probably do that. So I told him that tomorrow I'd probably go out and do that. So I might just throw like a drill, a small level in my top box and ride out there.
Yeah.
And just do that. But then there's a person who had side saddlebags for this bike.
Perfect.
And they were like on sale for $75 in Salt Lake. And so I'm trying to meet up with him tomorrow morning. So I might ride up to see if I can get the saddle.
Kill birds with one stone.
Do the install, and then maybe if you're free, we can meet up on
Totally.
the way down.
Totally. I'd be happy to do that. I won't be, I don't think I'll be anywhere. I will tell you the only thing I've really enjoyed about being unemployed, been playing a lot more video games. And plus the Switch 2.
Yeah,
Oh, man. That thing is an ADHD dream.
that's funny.
I switch
really
from game
liked
to game
the
to
time
game.
that I got with my kids. I feel like working is great. I love being able to provide and do more and have the ability to do stuff, but I definitely don't feel like I get as much time as I used to. But it's the balance of trade-off, And
But you know what, dude? I mean, I get what you're talking about. Like, that was the thing I had before when I worked for USI. And then when I worked for USI, nothing bad happened from there. It was just like they didn't see me as much. And it made my intent to be with them more.
yeah,
Like right now, like being unemployed, like, I mean, dude, again, like I'm building out Kovo, and I'm not just trying to make it as some type of, like I said, no guru stuff. More of the sense like I've got to practice what I preach on this, and if it's going to work, it's got to work on me. And I'm noticing a lot of improvements behaviorally with it that I have augmented that I normally don't do. Like I'm being more intentional about setting priorities over there. This is not an ADHD thing, right? This is what the label has given me for many years. I'm all over the place when I talk. Now I have it before every conversation. I go, here's the things I'm going to talk about. Be aware that you can go off on tangents. And that's it. And then I would just call myself out on it and just owning it more. But I just realized that any of the issues I've ever had with anybody is because of me. It's always because of me. It's how I perceive it. It's how I engage with it. And it's how I ultimately walk away from it. It's how I choose to engage. And it's okay if I'm mad. It's okay if I say some fucked up shit because I was really heated. But I find that happens less and less the more aware I am of these things that I'm doing. Like you stated, like when we had that argument, it was perfect in a way, in retrospect. Like I didn't like how it felt, but it was something that needed to be said. And you triggered something in there that helped me realize something that I have been doing that all of us do. I just wanted to be right. And I was just like, oh, and it was like, that's it. That's the missing piece.
yeah.
And I went on and now, like, we're a month out from, he said the algorithm works amazing. He's already tested the questions that I built out, the purposes of why it does it, but it's always unique. And I was like, I don't want somebody to be labeled because it's so easy for us to blame other things, right?
Yeah, that's true. Hey guys, this has been a random conversation.
Yeah, thanks for being here on the Sesh. I almost said the chef.
Yeah, the chef.
Yeah, but stay tuned. And
if you want to be a guest, if you have
Yes.
someone with a really interesting story or cannabis story,
or
or
you're just cool.
like, hit us up, shoot us a message in the email, in the comments, or
And if
on
you've been on
Instagram.
before and you want to come back, we'd love
except
that.
for that one.
Yeah.
Or maybe two. No, two.
No, two.
We definitely had two. Yeah.
3?
This is probably
3. 4.
Oh, damn. We're just going to keep counting.